Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Brief. We back with another episode of the podcast today. We just want to welcome everybody and thank everybody, first of all, for tuning in to the previous videos that we had. We actually getting a lot of love on those videos, so continue to check them out, support us, and of course, like, share, and subscribe, because we definitely appreciate the vibes that we've been getting on the previous videos. So continue to move forward. So, Chuck, what's good, man?
We doing a show tonight?
I mean, that's what we hear. We doing a podcast called The Brief. You remember?
I'm meant to have you talk to my management, man.
Man, oh,
This is.
manager.
I'm just saying,
What you saying, bro?
time is valuable.
Your time is valuable. Okay, well, I mean, both of our time is valuable. So what you trying to say, ma? You know what I mean? What you trying to say, my man?
You was about to curse at
No,
me.
no, it
Yo,
wasn't.
you
No,
really
no,
was
it wasn't.
about to
No,
curse
it
at
wasn't.
me.
No, it wasn't.
See, I'm gonna do.
Yo,
I'm gonna do this episode right here,
okay.
pro bono.
Okay.
After this, you guys, I'm gonna start. We'll figure out how we're gonna do this. All right.
Dog, when the you
Let's
listen,
can we continue?
don't start your mess, man. Because when the YouTube checks start coming in, I mean, if you change it now, I can imagine how it's gonna be when they start rolling in.
I'm just make sure you. So the brief place we go to chill and get relief.
The brief.
So yeah, well yeah, my people want to talk to you. Talk to you. I don't know if you got people. You got people yet?
I don't have no people. I represent me.
So therefore, no.
I mean, ain't no 360 deals around here, man. I'm representing me.
Just a 60 deal.
You know what I mean?
Just you get no three.
I'm Zach. Yes, sir. So what's up, man? What's going on? It's a lot of crazy events that happened this week. One in particular, yesterday in Kansas City.
No, yeah, man.
Yeah,
That was a sad situation. I'm confused why it happened, what led it to happen, but the aftermath of it is a lot of people got injured. Somebody lost their life. Rest in peace to the radio personality DJ
Lisa
Lisa
G.
Lopez. And
Mm-hmm.
I when I saw that come across my phone screen, yeah, I'm like, what? Like, first of all, this is not their first rodeo,
Right.
and then for that to happen out of all places, but I heard Kansas City is like, wow, on the low. Like I heard it's not. When you think of Kansas City, you thinking Midwest country, nothing going on. No, I heard it goes down out there, so that's insane.
Yeah.
So I pray for all the people that was involved in that situation.
Yeah, we both do. Unfortunately, 21 people plus DJ Lisa G was either hurt. She was the only person in the mix that was actually killed in the melee. I do hear that 3 people were arrested in relations to what happened.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so 3 people were, what they said, detained. But I'm not sure what the situation is at this point today, because this is the day after, of course.
Mm.
But we wanted to really kind of, take this time to use the platform to really go into things like that, because unfortunately these days we can't really, as a people and as a community, we really can't, excuse me, smoke. We
Cigar
really,
lounge, dog.
yeah. So it is what it is. I mean, and we record with, there's no cuts and edits here, so we gonna roll with it. But unfortunately, as a people, we can't really enjoy things out in the open like we used to. Remember back in the '90s, we used to go out, and the biggest fear was you might be able to get into a fist fight or something. Nothing too
Yeah,
violent.
it was crazy back then. It's crazy that we got to say back then,
Yeah,
but it was crazy then. But now it's just so random that I felt safer back then than I do now.
absolutely.
Because at least you know when you go to certain places, you know what's possibly happen, and you know how to move, you know how to maneuver. But now you can be anywhere. A Super Bowl parade. and it goes left. So you're absolutely correct.
Yeah, man. It's just unfortunate that you got to keep your guard up 24/7. You never can walk outside your house and feel safe, and that's unfortunate because it's a lot of children that's out there. A lot of children got hurt.
No, imagine that.
Yesterday.
They got forget getting hurt.
Right.
They saw it.
They saw it. They witnessed
Yeah,
it.
that's
Yeah.
going to affect them for however long.
Right. Probably for the rest of their life.
So
You
that's
know.
traumatic. What's that? PTSD.
PTSD, which we all, especially us as Black people, just to get a little specific about it, we as Black people we suffer from PTSD all the time. A lot of people in the world may not want to recognize that. You may not even want to recognize that yourself. Because you probably don't even know that you're going through it. Because for us, it's more of a regular thing.
Our normal is not normal.
Our normal's not normal.
How we grew up.
Perfect way to say it.
It's we can make this a whole episode one day, but our normal is not normal. Things like trash everywhere and ordering food in front of a bulletproof window,
Mm-hmm.
or I mean, we laughing, but it's normal.
Mm-hmm.
Going to school and security guard and metal detectors and um, all kind of crazy stuff that is we don't think nothing about it, but is normal. But you you take us out that environment, and we like, yo, where the it's clean out here, or it's not commotion going on, and you don't hear shots in the middle of the night. Like right now, if you hear gunshots 3 in the morning, you're just like, oh, somebody's shooting. You go
Somebody
back to
shooting.
sleep.
Right. Right.
Then you go somewhere, you move out somewhere far. You like, it's too quiet. It's supposed to be quiet.
Yeah. Where I live at is pretty quiet. But I do hear in the distance gunshots going off, and unfortunately for me, when I hear that, I can't help to think that somebody just lost their life. Somebody just lost a loved one. Somebody not going back home. It's just a sad and weird feeling to know things like that happen. So, you
Mm.
know, given we've been through and seen gun violence. We've had friends and relatives possibly that have gone through that and
Right.
lost their life to that. So, we just wanted to really highlight that situation that happened in Kansas City. Like Chuck said, prayers to all the people that were involved, family members that lost somebody yesterday that was going to have a good time to celebrate their team winning the Super Bowl. And,
Yeah.
now they're not even getting a chance to, one person's not even getting a chance to go back home.
No.
And this is
No.
a city that she worked in. 43 years old, she was young.
Wow.
Yeah, she was young. A few children and things like that. I believe it was two. And don't quote me on that, but I believe what I read was two children that she had. And unfortunately, those children now do not have a mother after going to a parade to enjoy herself and obviously to support the team that she loved and was endeared for. So
Let me ask you a question. Do
yeah,
you? And after that, we don't get on something happy, something happy. You know what I mean?
no doubt.
Do you hold the NFL at any responsibility for that?
I don't know. I'm sure that the local authorities was out there. This is something that Kansas City, fortunately for that city, have won 3 championships in the last 5 years. So I'm sure that each year there's an elevation of security protocol that they have to take. And I'm sure yesterday was no shorter than any other year.
All right. All right.
But would the NFL be a part of that, or be somewhat responsible for it? Probably down the line, some people would probably blame them, for that, but
You can't.
maybe not.
I don't think you can.
Okay,
But it's America. There's loopholes and everything. And somebody's
absolutely.
gonna come. Oh, if they didn't do this and promote this, and if they didn't have it in this particular location, or they didn't do the right security prerequisites, is always something that you can blame something on somebody.
Right.
But on a more happier note, man, we don't keep it sports.
Okay.
I'm sitting back the other night. because I don't have no life. I'm sitting back the other night, which is why my people got to talk to your people because now I have a life and
Uh,
people see me
my man,
and
move, my man, move forward. We already move forward. We already discussed that, man. Why we going back to that, man? You just want to start something with me tonight. I see that already,
I
man.
don't
But
want
you
no.
know what? I'm not going to indulge in the situation.
I know how to shut you up.
Oh, go ahead, man. I mean, continue on what you were saying, brother. Every week, every week. Go ahead.
AJ Fernandez, the king is dead.
Ah,
Since you want some smoke, yeah.
well,
I'm trying to be like me.
tonight
I'm trying to be like
the
me.
brother Zach is. I hope you can see that.
They can't see it.
You know
They
that
can't see
joint
it.
right there is a Padron 1926. You know the flavor, neighbor, when you smoking these. One of the most consistent cigars that you will ever be able to smoke on. And the ones that know, you know what I speak about when I talk about the droney drones. This guy I know too, and quite a
I think
few
you took one of
others.
my bands and you just put it around one of your cigars in front for the show.
Well, hey man, if it fit like back in the day, if it don't fit, it must have quit. But obviously the joint fit because it's snuggy around.
Oh God.
You know what I'm saying? So
Listen,
it is what it is.
hater for real. Listen, on a more happier note regarding sports, I'm sitting back the other night and I'm watching this game. So I see that Shaq is like in Orlando commentating. I'm like, damn, he not in the studio? What's going on?
Okay.
Then they was like, yeah, we're gonna they're retiring Shaq jersey. And I'm like, whoa. So
Nice.
they showing the footage, and it was like 92 that he got drafted. And I'm like, so I'm
Mm-hmm.
sitting in my, it was late night, so I can do real good math late at night. And
Okay.
I'm like, damn, that was 32 years ago.
Yeah.
Number 32?
Oh, whoa, whoa. 32 years ago from today?
Hmm.
Wow.
So I'm
Sheesh.
like, damn. I
Mm.
said, okay. Now I remember being a young boy and Shaq came in the league. First of all, Orlando Magic was still new.
Yeah. Yeah. They
They
was
was
a friend. They was
they
a
was
new franchise.
expansion.
Right. Expansion
So
team.
we like, damn, who Orlando Magic? And then they get Shaq, and Shaq was like the hottest thing moving.
From out of LSU.
And we like, okay, damn. So I'm like, yo, 32 years went by that fast.
Mm.
And now it's personal, like, yo, I can't believe this is reality.
Right.
But then they showing the highlights, and they had his teammates up there talking to him about him, the old coach, the old announcer, the owner.
Mm.
You know what I mean? They had everybody up there that joined Nick Anderson,
Oh.
Dennis Scott, 3D,
3D.
and of course, Penny, Anthony
Mm.
Penny Hardaway,
Whoa.
who took some time out his schedule because he had to go back to his school for coach.
That's right. Coach at Memphis.
And he was like, there's no. Penny said, I wouldn't be me if it wasn't. First of all, Penny was in Blue Chips,
The movie. Yeah.
and he was just
Yeah.
passing the ball. He said, I just passed the ball to Shaq all summer. He said, and then he said, next thing you know, and then Shaq said, yeah, I want that. Who is this guy keep passing me the ball? I want this guy on my team.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how he got to the Magic.
That's how he got to the Magic.
And I'm sitting here like, what? And he said, Penny said, I wouldn't be who I am without you, Shaq. And
Whoa.
Shaq said the same thing to him. But when it comes to tandems in the NBA, Shaq and we all know Shaq and Cole.
Mm-hmm.
Magic, well, Scotty and Mike.
Scotty and Mike.
Uh,
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
we got who from the Jazz, Malone and Stockton,
Stockton to Malone.
Gary Payton, Sean Kemp. Like, it's so many tandems.
Right.
But that Shaq and Penny was insane. So they had like a 4 or 5 year run.
Yeah.
I mean, insane.
Yeah.
And we seen Shaq with D Wade, like I said, Shaq with Cole.
Mm-hmm.
But that was the first, like, we talking like 21, 22.
Right, young boys.
Young boys.
Tandem.
Crazy. Shaq
Monster.
tearing down. That was the first time probably both our lifetimes that we saw somebody bring down the court. Like people did it before him,
Moses.
but that we were young.
Right. We don't really remember
You
that.
don't really remember that. You saw that off highlights and footage.
Right.
But we saw that, we like, he really was Superman.
Right.
And to see him get his jersey retired, the first Orlando Magic jersey retired,
32.
And I just so happened to be on that channel.
Wow.
I probably would have been watching whatever, but I just so happened to be on that channel, so it was right. I was in the right place, right time, and I'm glad I saw it. Man. And it was real. It was a long presentation, but I enjoyed every minute.
Okay. Did they do it during the game or
after the game? So the fans stayed after. Time.
Ooh, man, I'm sorry I missed that. Yeah. I had no idea. Sorry, Shaq, I didn't get a chance to see that myself. I would definitely have to, witness that, and maybe I'll be able to catch it on a replay, which would be kind of thorough if I'll be able to see that. Because matter of fact, that's where the famous dunk when Shaq was hanging off and his legs was up like this.
That's on the sneaker.
That's on the sneaker.
Damn.
That's on the sneaks. That's on the kicks, man.
Did you have a pair of Shaqs?
I never got a pair of Shaqs, man. Not because they weren't cool, because to be honest with you, I really couldn't find them. I really couldn't find them.
They wasn't. They keep it being. They wasn't cool. This is the era of Jordan, Patrick Ewing's, and whatever else that was out. Agassiz, Bo Jackson's.
They bringing the Agassiz back out.
Yeah, I saw that.
Woo! I gotta get a pair.
Ken Griffey's was out. You had those.
The KGs had those.
So it was a lot of competition at that time, and Reebok was really. And where we from, Reebok, the main Reebok was classics.
Oh yeah, 5411s. If you don't know,
that was for the women, but the classics was just for us.
Right. Well, I'm saying when I say the classics, that we got to refer to the 5411s because the dude Jones was. I mean, they were really known, but we knew the females were having the 5411s with the straps on them. Yeah. You know what I mean? Had the Velcro straps on there.
All the drug dealers bought the 5411s for the girls that were our age.
Right.
We couldn't buy the chicks nothing, but they used to miss all the drug dealers.
Yeah. We was young fellas then. We was into other things. So, you know how I go when you're a young boy. You know what I mean? You ain't really get your. We ain't gonna go there. We're gonna leave that alone. But that's what's up. Shout out to Shaq. Shout out to the Orlando Magic for recognizing greatness. Because Shaq has always been one of those type of guys who's making a lot of money, doing a lot of things for people in the community. He's liable to show up at your local Walmart and buy everything out for everybody that's in there. Oh, wow. So to see a black man do something like that with his money and give back to the community, it's good to see that they actually gave something back to him and retiring the number so nobody can no longer wear the number 32. And to be honest with you, I don't even think, and you probably agree with me, that nobody would dare wear the number 32 anyway.
Oh no, somebody out there would. Somebody out there would just be like, I don't care.
And back in Tabahagan and Morton, TM, we used to call them dudes sucker. Like, you can't do nothing like that, man. Come on, you gotta pay homage and respect to the people that came before you. So I know if I was, banging and everything like that out there on the court doing my thing, shimmying and dunking, I would never try to wear 32 Shaq. That's just disrespectful, and we can't disrespect the greats.
Shimmying.
You know what I mean? Shimmy, you know what I mean? When the court, that's what Penny used to do. He said, shimmy and jack, bang, and then next thing you know, they're going back down the court.
That reminds me of a time.
Of what time?
I'm not dunked on you in the backyard.
Here we go. You dunked on me okay. I'm gonna let him live. Imagine that. Now, anybody that grew up in our area, a lot of people not going to you, but all the people in our area. Imagine him dunking on me.
What happened? They weren't there that day.
Should I talk about the time I had staples in my stomach when I got my appendix out, and I was back there jaying you up and doing the jab stepping just like how I was just now, and you was salty? You want to talk about that? We won't go into it.
I felt bad for you. I let you win.
You ain't feel bad.
You just came out the spittle.
You was mad.
You came out the spittle. I said, damn, I felt bad for him. I let you do your thing a little bit just so you can feel better. I mean, like, he was like a lollipop kid, though. Like, I had to let you win. You would have been depressed. Like, damn, I came out the hospital and my man killed me in a game of ball. So I helped you. I helped your ego out.
You see the
You're
confidence.
welcome.
You see the confidence in me.
You're
Do it
welcome.
look like I was worried back then? Do it look like I'm worried now? You see the proof. It's all in my eyes.
We can go
You
outside
know?
right now.
Nah, it's too cold to be
Okay,
outside.
well, stop girling, dog.
Plus, your basketball probably flat, dog. So I ain't even worried about that. You ain't get on the court in a while, and neither have I. And we ain't falling on the court like somebody we know. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, yo, let's move on. So what else we got, man? What else
Who's
we gonna
on the
talk about?
court?
The boy Prez do good.
Oh God.
Prez do good.
Next topic.
Ah,
Next topic.
we love you, bro. For real, you know that. So next topic. So what else? What else we got? We done talked about Shaq. We done talked about the whole issue in Kansas City. Um, what else? What else we got? Because today we just doing a little episode. We really wanted to get into that whole Kansas City thing real quick, so the people can who
Why we
didn't
don't
know.
before we go any further?
Mm-hmm.
Do a toast, man. Because I'm
Okay.
drinking. You're not drinking, man. I don't understand this, man. We drinking our favorite beer, Stella Artois. And back in the day, we used to go to the bar, right? So they would have the Stella Artois glass with the gold trim around the top.
Mm.
We used to steal them Jones.
I ain't never stole nothing.
We
Nothing.
in cahoots with each other used to steal them and put them in our hoodies or our jeans. Back then, no, we didn't wear skinny jeans and stuff like that, so it was baggy. So we used to put like glasses in our. So then we talked about this before.
First of all, that's
the
not
camera roll. Now
that's not the way that the story went, bro.
How did it go?
The story. Listen, how did we steal glasses out of a bar? Right. Let me tell you how it really went. We go to the bar. We order Stella Artois, right? Some people call them Stella Ortiz and all that. That's wrong. Stella Artois, right? We go in there, we young fellas, we in there, we drinking good, we eating good, we doing everything good, right? We pay for the beer. It's not our fault that the beer came in the glass with the gold trim on the top. So in my mind, I'm thinking, yo, I paid for the beer. So if I paid for the beer that come in this smooth glass,
stealing.
This glass gotta be mine, right? I mean, who
stealing?
It's not stealing, man. I paid for the glass. There was no rule that said we couldn't walk out the bar.
You paid for the beer.
Right.
You ain't pay for the glass.
But when they poured it in the glass, that means that the glass was mine. So several times we ended up going into the bar, getting some Artois.
That's enough. You giving up too much tape.
And we was out.
You giving up too much tape.
Not that you started it, bro.
I wasn't there. I just heard the story. And I interjected myself into the story, but for the record, I was not there. I was on punishment a lot. I was on punishment until I was like 24.
This is crazy, but he was.
So yeah.
Yeah, he was on punishment all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. No doubt. No doubt. No
Listen,
doubt.
man.
Every other week.
No, you're doing too much right now.
It's the truth.
You're doing too much.
I'm trying to tell you, it's the truth.
You act like you never been on punishment.
I've been on punishment. Yeah, I rolled out on punishment for 6 months one time. Yeah.
What did you do to get on punishment for 6 months?
I did something I ain't had no business doing, but I definitely.
Oh, what would you like to know on the brief?
I was in Catholic school and I did something crazy. I put my middle finger up at my teacher.
To a nun?
Yeah, no, it wasn't a nun. She wasn't a nun.
Who was she?
Miss Tormy, 7th grade. And I got in trouble. I wasn't a bad kid, but it's just the fact that it mattered.
You wasn't a bad kid.
That day I was
middle finger up in the Catholic school.
I was having a bad day. I was in Catholic school. I was having a bad day.
In 7th grade, what kind of bad day is a bad day?
I don't know what was going on in my mind. I was going through puberty, dog. So, I was having a bad day. I didn't know where the hormones and all that was coming from.
So the hormones made you put your middle finger up?
It probably did that day. I probably
That's why you asked on punishment for 6 months. That's insane.
I was on punishment from April on. And you add up 6 months, it's like October. I was back in school by the time I was able to. Yeah, man, my mom and dad wasn't playing with me.
So what could you not do during the summer?
Nothing. I couldn't go outside. I couldn't even look out the door. Couldn't be on the phone. Nothing. Good thing is I ain't had no girlfriend then, so I ain't had nobody to talk to anyway. So, things happen. It is what it is, bro.
Yo,
it is what it is.
Insane.
I was on punishment, you know what I mean? But guess what it taught me? Later on in life, to be responsible for the stuff that I do. So, there you go.
And you still ain't learned. Listen.
I learned.
It's been brief.
Mm-hmm.
We love you. Rest in peace to the people, the woman that lost her life in KC, and we pray for the people that got injured.
Yeah.
Salute to Shaq. Stella Artois, still the best bear for us. And
Mm-hmm.
make sure you tune in, subscribe, get your notifications, share, comment, all that. We gonna comment back. 9 times 10 to be him, because they ain't worked that into my contract yet. So once my contract get reviewed and all that, then I might think about responding. But he that's the response guy. But other than that, adios.
The brief, baby. Peace.